Hey everyone, and welcome back here to the MLG Championships in Columbus, Ohio. Golden Boy alongside Complexity's TP, as we are, let's say, actually see TP scoot into me.
Get nice and cozy.
Get nice and cozy. It's really nice. But yeah, so we have an interesting pick here by, I don't know who it was. I don't know who had the first pick, but Sovereign Search and Destroy.
Most definitely. One of my favorite Search
Really?
and Destroy maps on this map.
Okay.
The reason I like it is a map like Warhawk is going to be AR heavy. It's a giant map, bunch
Okay.
of lanes, whereas this map you can push through underground, you can push through the certain sides of the map, you can go through bottom, middle. I really like it.
Okay. So I think off the break here, we did get the names fixed. Blessed thee.
Yeah.
So that is, as always, a plus. Let's go ahead and give some love to Dito, since we've been showing Fizzerp and realized a lot of love here. Let's go ahead and talk about Dito here. Of course, Dito, one of those guys, made a name for himself back in Black Ops 1, I would say, more so than anywhere else, when he teamed with Fear and then was able to make some noise and really just start to push himself in the scene. And then Black Ops 2 and MW3 just continue to go on from there. But it seems like the bomb has been planted right away over by the A bomb site. Dito's going to be the one on the prowl here. There will be two players on the opposite side over here by Green, as actually two end up getting taken out. Last person left alive here, it is going to be Reap all by his lonesome. That's not going to do it. Quick round as A was planted, and it just seemed like there was just really nothing for Dito to do on that one. But, all right, tell me about Sovereign Search and Destroy. How do you play this one?
That was a really unorthodox strategy from aoV, actually. It seems like they did their homework on VQ. A lot of the pro teams, from what I've seen, focus on the control side of the map. They said, nah, we're going green. They went straight to A, planted it, but didn't stay alive. Like, when you flip the round like that, you make offense defense, basically, when you plant the bomb.
Yes.
Literally pre-aim alleys. They just let them flank, they let them come through middle map and just lost the gunfights. Really disappointing to see from aoV. They have obviously done their homework to prepare for this event, but if you can't get the kills, you can't get the kills.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? If you get that bomb down, and like you said before, right, a lot of the pros like to focus on B. We're actually seeing that right now. B is going to be pushed up here. And, it seemed like they ended up doing a 2-2 split here on the bomb site, but realized right away he's going to manage to throw down that bomb, and he does get it. So let's go ahead and see what is going on here with Dito, as he's going to be a little red, having to back up here, some ketchup on his screen. Interesting
using the Bison. Really good close-range weapon.
Okay.
But you're really going to see MTAR most of the time with the pro teams.
Is it because of the range on the MTAR?
Most definitely. But I can't really knock him for the decision. It's, got a really high damage, high rate of fire, and the hit fire on it is ridiculous.
Well, and I also think, too, when you think about the low health in
definitely.
This game, it comes out, on top a lot. But the MTAR, too, I mean, so what is it about the MTAR that makes it so compelling as a weapon? Is it just because of its consistency as a SMG?
You saw it the same with the MSMC. The
Yeah.
Scorpion technically had better damage, higher rate of fire, and is technically, you would say, a better SMG. But everyone used the MSMC because of its versatility. If you can get a kill with a gun at any range and any situation, you have to use it.
Yeah,
that's how what the MTAR reminds me of.
Yeah, and I do feel like, the MTAR, it's funny because the MTAR in every other Call of Duty, it's always been an AR, and this time around, SMG, well, it's a different kind of MTAR, obviously, but yeah, I mean, just that kind of weapon there that's very versatile at multiple ranges. But now, taking a look here, Rogue, he is going to be dropped back here, 2 players left alive. It's going to be Rogue and Reap. Reap just gets cleaned up. That's going to be unfortunate. Dito does get taken out there for Vanquish, as Rogue's going to be the last person left alive. Checking his corners, finding one player with that. Remington, good shot by him using that AR there, close range. See if anyone's going to come around here for a challenge. 2v1, Shills and Fizzerp, last 2 left alive for Vanquish.
He actually saw a guy on his screen behind him. It's actually really disappointing. He could have easily made this round 1-1, and unfortunate death right there. He saw him at the bottom stairs, didn't see him in his peripheral vision. Just unlucky.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? When you're in these situations, it's a little nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? Like you're going up against one of the best teams in competitive Call of Duty. 1, 2, you're down 2-0, and you're by yourself going up against 3 of them. It's
definitely
not to make like excuses or to belittle them, because that's not what I'm trying to do by any means. But you have to respect the veteran nature of Vanquish, and I think aoV certainly does. But at the same token, you cannot let that get to you. You have to play aggressive. But it seems like B is going to be the location here, as Paranoia able to come up big with a stop there with that MTAR. That's going to leave 2 players left alive here, Shills and Fizzerp for Vanquish, as all 4 are going to be up here for aoV.
They really need to group up right now and use the numbers to advantage. Shouldn't be fighting any 1v1 gunfights. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But you should really just group up and make them push to you. You're on defense and you have numbers.
That's right, but Shills is going to get taken out Fizzard by himself. Shots exchanged right up top, control, and he gets taken out. And that's going to give aoV a round win there, 3-1. And that's what I love about Search and Destroy, because it's like a gratifying thing. See, domination's all about like points, right? You get that round win, you're like, yes, we just got it, right?
Yeah, right?
That's it. Let's get ready for the next one. Round by round, the pressure is alleviated off of you for a second.
Definitely. You can really sway the momentum really easily.
Yeah.
As you saw against what we did against Optic at Columbus. I mean, Columbus, Full Sail.
Yeah.
We were down 0-5, round by round, 6-5 victory.
Yeah, and I think that, again, it's all about just controlling pacing, right, on your own. You have to be able to do that. You cannot be complacent.
Keep the composure.
Exactly. And looking at Reap here, he's going to be watching the bottom tunnel here and trying to actually push around over here by the mid ladder. Paranoia on the other end. He's going to be dropped back, trying to see if anyone's going to push around the B bomb site. Sky is watching B from top by the balcony, and Rogue, on the other hand, is watching computers. So this actually is a pretty good setup. He has bomb, too. There's going to be one player hanging out by A, and they have not committed to a bomb plant just yet, but A is going to be exposed, and Rogue could have very well made a play there and not have been hit by any means. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was a really good strategy switch by aoV right here. As you saw in the other rounds, they got really aggressive. This round, they sat back and played the picks, and sure enough, realizing Dito over-challenged, got a little bit too confident, and now aoV has the numbers.
Yeah, but you know what, though? It seems like the Rogue ends up getting taken out there, and now it's going to be Reap and Paranoia. But, I mentioned the whole thing about pushing today bomb site, because, again, we see it, like we see it in Codcaster, but we they don't, obviously. Yeah. But with 22 seconds left on the clock, they have to make a play happen. They do have one guy over by the A bomb site. Let's see here as Reap's able to take out one. Shots exchanged, crossover. Paranoia able to connect with it. Big win there for aoV as they managed to make this one 3-2, winning 2 in a row. Look at this final connection here by Paranoia. You know he was living up to that name. He was paranoid as all hell. He's like, I gotta get this. And he ended up coming up big with the clutch.
A little bit shaky on that final shot right there, but picked it up. Good kill right there. aoV making a comeback.
Yeah, and that's great to see, right? And especially against a team like Vanquish, very, very prominent search and destroy team. You had mentioned before, you're like, Fizzard gets a little reckless. He does things that you generally wouldn't expect a player to do, makes mistakes. And you were talking about it before that they were, getting pushy, they were getting aggressive. Seems like that is working out there for aoV's advantage.
Most definitely. They're playing against the aggressive nature of VQ, but as you can see this round, VQ coming up big, getting this bomb down really fast once again, and there's the round.
Wow, that was very quick. I didn't even have time to bust out the map. That was very, very fast. But Vanquish there, I guess they were like, all right, it's time to just get it together here. Bison in hand, Dito able to take him out for the final kill. And round number 7 is going to be coming up with play here. I like what I'm seeing out of aoV, but again, I fully expect Vanquish to be able to just thrive in this kind of situation, being down like this, realizing Fizzard again doing work, 6-3, 6-2 respectively. You gotta love what you're seeing out of them.
Definitely. These more experienced players you're going to see, they know how to isolate gunfights so well against teams like this, and just know when to challenge, when to not challenge, when to group up, when not to group up, and aoV's paying the price right now.
Yep, and let's see here. So who has the bomb for this team? So I'm trying to go and find him, and that actually is going to be Rogue, who has the bomb in hand, and he's actually going to be hanging back over by the computer side. There's going to be one player inside of there, though, and that nade going off could prompt that player to know that maybe he is back there. Of course, he has not gone for the challenge just yet, which is very smart, as Rogue and Paranoia are going to be the last 2 left alive here. Sky just got dropped.
Most definitely. VQ making changes on the fly. Good win by Paranoia right there at the stairs, but they're really, VQ's like, all right, they're going to play slow, we're going to play slow. So this, as you can see, this round's, going a little bit slower, shooting some bodies by Dito a little bit.
Dito.
A little bit cocky. Got to love to see it, though.
Well, I mean, it also gets in the player's head, too. That's the other thing. It frustrates them. They're like, why are they shooting my height? Oh, my God, I hate him for shooting my body.
Yeah, as soon as you start thinking about it.
Yeah. Then it starts messing with you. So there you see Shills with the final kill cam. We haven't talked a lot about Shills, man. He is a great player. He's kind of just like the silent warrior on this team.
Kind of like me, to be honest.
I agree with you.
Just doing that dirty work, doesn't want that recognition. Just a silent killer on the team.
Silent but deadly.
Definitely.
Like a fart.
Yes.
I wanted to see how you reacted to that.
That was a good comparison.
I just compared TP to a fart. That's why we're friends.
It better be a good fart.
Well, it's one that smells of roses. So it seems like, I mean, honestly, actually, VQ down 2 players here is 4 going to be up. Oh, 3. Paranoia just ended up getting dropped there as we go ahead and shift focus. Let's see who is actually carrying the bomb here for VQ. So it's going to be Shills with the bomb in hand. But, you know, one thing that I always say to people when they're like, who's a player in Complexity that you've always enjoyed watching? I always say you, because I'm not that kind. I was never, when I competed, that player that got the flashy plays.
Right.
I just was dirty work. Get it done. That's how it should be.
Definitely.
Right? And that's why I always enjoyed watching you play, because my motto that I will always take with me is if TP's left alive in a 1v2 or 1v3, he could win it. You know, because it's just solid play, and it goes a long way.
And it's also good when you have flashy players on your team. They don't really think as much of me, to be honest. You know, maybe if they think they're in a 1v1 with TP, oh, I must challenge them. Well, challenge me. I'll beat you.
Yeah, challenge me, son.
They might think I'm the worst player on the team. Challenge me then. I like it that way.
I agree with you. It seems like the bomb has been down here. Shills is going to be fighting a 1v2 here. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Player is going to challenge, and Sky is going to be there for the connection, and that is going to keep them alive to fight for one more round here at the very least. 5-3 is the count. As aoV, you know what? I respect that. They are making sure that no matter what, they're going down. If they do go down, they're going to go down swinging, and I appreciate that.
Definitely making VQ try really hard for this victory. You know, they're changing up their strategies. It's good to see. I just want to see if they can keep their composure and maybe knock out another round or 2 here.
Yeah, I honestly, I would love to see an 11th round, tie here, because that's just where that pressure comes from, you know.
Definitely.
And that's where I want to see this aoV team thrive in that situation. So now we have Paranoia on your screen as he is going to get super aggressive, finding one down at the bottom, taking out Realize right away, telling Sun, challenge me over here by the soda machine. I will give it to you. That is exactly what happened on that one. Good connection by him. Paranoia going to be creeping his way upstairs. He could end up finding a player. Oh, and I wonder if he's going to go around for the challenge. No, he's not.
A little bit nervous there, it seems. That was a great challenge off the start of the round. He's not nervous at all. He's not worried about losing, and that's really
it was just more like a misfire.
Yeah, definitely.
It was more of a misfire on that one, but it seems like the bomb is going to be down over by the B-bomb site, and Paranoia is going to be by himself TP. I don't know if he's going to be able to come up big on this one. 46 seconds left on the clock.
He's got coming up on his left to see if he can sound him out a little bit. And the side staircase, let's see if how patient he plays it. 38 seconds left on the clock. Finds one. All right, 1v2. He really needs to focus up, try and find a 1v1 gunfight, and don't fight them if you see both of them. Get to bomb. It's his only chance of winning. The
problem is, though, is that he doesn't have the time working in his favor. You know,
he really needs to get bombed down as fast as possible if he's going to have any chance here. Just go straight for it.
Yeah,
and the guy saw him.
Yeah, he does, and that's not going to look good for him. He gets taken out, and that's going to do it. aoV will be going down to the losers bracket. Vanquish definitely had to fight for that victory there as they win 6-3. Final kill cam. Dito with that Bison hip fire. Goodness gracious.
Really solid effort from all the VQ guys there, but props to Paranoia. 9-7. Not bad. Gets one of the best pro teams. Shout out to Paranoia.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. I mean, that was a great performance out of him. A lot of smart plays by him. But you could definitely tell that they were, kind of shaky there at certain points, especially in the domination game. They had it, and then they got aggressive and they pushed up, like you said. But Vanquish definitely thrives off of that. If you make mistakes on your aggression, that is just all the much that they need to be able to thrive in that situation. But TP. Pleasure passing with you, my friend.
It was awesome, man.
So, predictions for your team? First place. Okay.
We're going for another victory.
Another victory. Yeah. I respect that. And, I think if you had to pick a team in this tournament who you're, looking forward to playing against, who is it?
The way the bracket works out, I'm really excited to play Envy. And then if it gets to it, I really want to play Curse Las Vegas.
Curse Las Vegas. A lot of people are saying Curse LV could. Wisdom actually was just here, and she says she thinks Curse Las Vegas could take the whole thing. Ooh, shots fired.
Fierce words.
Fierce words. Anyway, Teep, it was a pleasure. Thanks again, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, so we're going to have another match coming up here in just a little bit. Updates on Twitter, without a doubt. You can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. And any last shout-outs for you, by the way?
Follow me on Twitter, at COL_TP. Follow Golden Boy FTW.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
TP. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit.